Yeah, okay, put work paying dues to the revisionist CPUSA or People's Party. Wavy breads? Your mom's revisionist. Your mom revised. Your mom gave me some revised top. And the way she revised it was spitting on my pee-pee. And it revised the entire thing. The whole thing was revised. It went from dry to my guy, if you know what I mean. You know?
Voidborn donated $10. Time for Giga Tetra Dynamax and for a Red Bigly time.
Thank you, Voidburn. I think it's a dead-end strategy. No, Wavy, I want to entertain you. I want to entertain you since you're here. Which group do you think is the way forward in America? Go ahead. Which group? Which organization? Go ahead. Go ahead. I just want to laugh at you. Thank you, Jeffrey. Unca S, but thank you. Tell me the way forward. Go ahead. So I can laugh at you. All that she wants is another baby. She's gone tomorrow. All that she wants is another baby. Yeah. He's typing like an essay. It might be a while. Go ahead, explain. What is your way forward that's not a dead end? We don't want dead end, we want living ends. So go ahead and tell me the way forward, Wavy. Go ahead and tell me. Let me know the way forward. You have to join my Marxist-Leninist anti-revisionist party, the People's Revolutionary Marxist Revolutionary Party of the People. And this is the only party that... Thank you, Chris Morlock. This is the only party that is real and pure. Purity! Purity! Go ahead, let me know. I knew it! I knew it! CPUSA! Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate the honesty. Thank you. So let me explain this to you. It is trying to rebuild the CPUSA, and it never will. Because the same reason it split from the CPUSA is why, if that organization ever grows, it's just going to be more splits. That's the story of the left. Split, 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 split. Trying to reform the CPUSA is like reforming the Dems. No, it's not. I get it. Fellow Traveler was a nerd, but he ended up joining the DSA. Listen. CPUSA are sectarians. They are sectarians. Okay? There is no... Listen, let me tell you the two options, Wavy. Let me tell you the two options. It's either the Communist Party USA... And you're wrong. It's not the same as the Democrats. Because here's the difference. The Democrats are already built up. And they're already an establishment. The Democrats are already a mainstream thing. The CPUSA, anyone who propels that party into relevance will dominate its future. That's the difference. They don't have a media strategy that's going to propel them into relevance. Okay? They've been involved with the feds. Everything's feds. Don't worry about feds, okay? Just follow the law and don't worry. Just follow the law and don't worry, okay? There's no reason to be breaking laws. Anyway, go back to school, stay human. Yeah. I'm not gonna, though. I'm committing to this. Let me tell you, though. CPUSA is the Communist Party. It has the legitimacy of being the Communist Party. Whoever propels them into relevance is going to dominate their future. No, I mean like the dynamics. For example, Dems argue we could ignore who was voted in court. The CPUSA makes its decision top down and forcefully drop parties. That's fine. You don't make separate parties. Let's say, I've explained this before. Let's say I keep talking about CPUSA, right? And I bring people in droves into the party. Those people are going to shape the future of the party. Okay? It doesn't matter. The people at the top are old. They're aging. They're that's just the truth of it. They're very old. Okay? They're aging. And they're going to have to face the fact that they need a future. You know? What's the future vision? I mean, they're the Communist Party. You told us not to join it. Because I don't want to tell you guys to join anything. Because I'm not trying to con you guys into some fucking hopium. Do what you need to do. Or, if CPUSA is not viable, and if the People's Party is not viable, then the party as we know it is done. The party form is done. You should either abandon the principle of the party form and just assume that the age of parties is over and now it's no longer needed and there's some digital bullshit that's going to replace it. Or you can accept that the institution of the party remains. Yeah, but if you shape a local club and that's the thing, Wavy. That's why you fucked up. You're not supposed to form a fucking local niche club at all. Okay? Because, yeah, they will just drop you, and it'll be the easiest thing in the world. So you newspaper Andes who know each other and you personally jack each other off in a circle and you give each other hand jobs, that's how close you are to each other. You literally give each other massages, that's how close you are. You literally eat each other's ass, that's how close you are to each other. But you're just no. Go get other people to eat your ass. Don't make your political comrades the people in your personal life. We live in the age of the internet, okay? You're not supposed to form a local group and then expect that to be your HQ to overthrow the leadership of the CPUSA. But what you can do is you can create a central information stream, a central apparatus of information in the attention economy. So just join the CPUSA and sit and do nothing. Wavy, I have a genuine question. Are you stupid? Because you might just be stupid and I can't help you. And if you're stupid, I'll just give up. Because I realize there's a lot of people who are just stupid and I just can't help them. Right? So you might just be stupid. Are you stupid? Or are you just a narcissist who thinks that everything has to be done with your smelly body? Not everything has to be done with your smelly, sweaty body. Again, Wavy, you're looking for people to personally eat your ass. But that has nothing to do with politics. Politics begins with information, okay? Stop looking for people to personally eat your ass. You personally don't need to do anything, Wavy, because you personally are useless. You personally are an organ of information. So how do you most effectively generate and spread information? Okay? You begin by entering the stream of public information in a way that reaches everyone across the whole country at once. Okay? Like I'm doing. That way, no one's going to set up a local infrared chapter to take on I don't live in the States. You know what I mean? It'll be people in every chapter will join. Let's say for every chapter there's going to be 2 infrared influenced people. How are you going to purge everyone? How are you going to purge everyone who's influenced by what's going on in the sphere of the information warfare? You know what I'm saying? You're thinking in terms of, oh, what should I do? Well, you're not that fucking important. That's the thing. You're just trying to LARP. You are thinking of this in terms of LARP. How should I LARP? Go get a girlfriend. You're not supposed to LARP. Just go get a girlfriend or something, dude. There is very little infrastructure for large leftist movements. CPUSA would be less effective. No, you're completely fucking wrong. And let me tell you why. Teamsters and AFL-CIO are the equivalent of vestigial guilds right before industrialization. Those things are not going to survive the 4th Industrial Revolution. That's why the members of Teamster and AFL-CIO are old people, okay? That's where you first fucked up. The second thing is that there may be little infrastructure, but you can build infrastructure, okay? You can build infrastructure for a movement, but you need to respect tradition and legitimacy. And there is already a communist party that exists. There's already a communist party, okay? Is getting a girlfriend LARP? No, but LARP is a way that people who can't get a girlfriend vent their frustration. You know what's fucking crazy, dude? Why do these lefties I always argue with, they literally argue the same way that the self-proclaimed fascists do. The self-proclaimed fascists are like, what do I do? What do I do personally? Oh, you're just telling me. Dude, why? What is with this LARP? You guys are all anarchists. You're all fucking anarchists, dude. It sounds like you think we need to get information out first, like what you are doing, and then go from there. It's more than that, Wavy. You don't just get information out, because that assumes you already know everything. You need to tap into the existing stream of information and be relevant in there. Like, have something to offer that's not being offered already in the existing stream of information. Like, for example, Wavy. When you pull up Twitter or whatever fucking social media you use and you see how people think and the way that they're sharing ideas, do you agree with it? Then you're fine. You're fine then if you agree with it. Or do you think they're severely misguided? If you think they're severely misguided, then you have to tap into that stream of information, articulate why they make the mistakes they do, and offer an alternative. And ever since I should do pretty personally, I started this whole thing by saying we join a party which isn't individualist. Yes, it is, because we are all individuals, okay? You're personally a guy sitting behind your computer or watching your phone, and you're asking me what you should do, okay? And what I'm telling you is that you are not going to be able to do shit. Listen, I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm not better than you, dude. I personally have tried to personally do shit in person. And you know what ends up happening? I just look like a freak and they just exile me. I'm a very charismatic guy. I'm a very strong personality type of guy. You know that. You know that. How do you think I got big on Twitch? But despite being all of those things, when I was growing up alone or even just with one person to change an org, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You have to tap into something more fundamental. Okay? Then people wonder why you're always on edge. Look at the dumb questions you get asked every stream. Shit, these questions have been asked since the very beginning. I know, dude, but... Dude, I watch Hassan streams... And people literally ask him this shit. And he doesn't even know how to respond. Is this when you walked around with Das Kapital? No, that was in high school. I'm talking about in college. when I was like talking about the youth wing of the DSA that I got involved with in college, that I tried to change and influence. And, you know, they could just see like, oh, I'm just this crazy schizo guy, you know? That's what they would they would think of me, you know? Because look, I have nothing but tough pills to swallow. I have nothing but tough pills to swallow. All of these orgs need a tough pill. Or the CPUSA needs a tough pill to swallow, right? Because, dude, I want you to think about something. If you join a party and try to influence this party, you are going against the discourse. You're going against everything they learned on Twitter, everything they learned in their little online communities, everything they learned from Jacobin magazine. You're contradicting all of the sources of information that they get everything from. You are not going to be able to challenge that as an individual. You have to tap into the sphere of information if you want to challenge those things. Because as an individual, you're just going to look crazy if you challenge that. You know? Australian left is synthetic too. Would you recommend the creation of an Australian-specific information network? Yes, I would. I would. But here's the thing. Don't fall into the trap of anarchism. Don't fall into the trap of vanity and just, you know, bitching on Twitter and shit. You have to actually have a real, like, vision. You know, you have to have a real positive message, not just complaining about others. You can't make it a romantic thing where you're just like endlessly complaining about why the left. Because let me tell you what. Who's my audience, guys? Is my audience the existing left? It's not. I literally had my own thing and I risked not addressing leftists. Like, I wasn't just on Twitter arguing in the discourse, right? I was putting forward something really new and risking and just assuming the fact that my people will be out there, right? I recognized all of the, because you have to have a class analysis. The reason why leftists are synthetic is not just because they are dumber than you. It's because of their class material interests. And you need to take that into account. You need to take into account that they have a material interest and that you need to be a real alternative, you know? And let me tell you another thing, guys. It doesn't matter where you are on planet Earth. Stay the fuck away from Maoists. Stay the fuck as far as you fucking can from Maoists. Stay the fuck away from those people. Stay the fuck away from them. Stay the fuck away from them. Okay? It's not just Western Maoists, okay? The Shining Path were not Western Maoists. Even, you know what? I'm saying even in the Philippines. If you're in the Philippines, stay away from the Maoists in the Philippines. I'll even go there. Even Maoists in China. Maoism means something different in China, you know? But listen, let me tell you the truth, Gaga. Unironic, like Maoists in China who are trying to continue the Cultural Revolution are seen as mentally ill. And they're often like homeless, mentally ill people. You know? I saw a video of one of them before. No serious phenomena in China exists of people who seriously want to continue the Cultural Revolution. Were the Jasik workers Maoists? No. The people who tried to go organize the Jasik workers were Maoists, I believe. Yes. Maoists in China are Mao Zedong thought. They're not Maoists in the sense that you're thinking. They're people who, like, are very loyal to Mao's line and very loyal to Mao's thought. And they have a very formidable influence on China's current direction. Black Panthers were ML Mao thought, but they were Black Panthers, which means they had their own thing going on. They were influenced by Fanon, they were influenced by others. And yes, they took the side of Mao during the Sino-Soviet split, okay? It's around the 80s where Maoists really lost their marbles, right? Before, it wasn't so much about Maoists as it was about taking a side in the Sino-Soviet split. How did the split occur? It happened after the 80s. It happened, so this is what happened, basically. After Deng Xiaoping's reforms, that's basically when the split happened. I've always tried to learn what the difference between ML and MLM, and nobody explained what it is. Well, yeah, this is the difference. MLM is the same as anarchism. I'm going to tell you guys something. Quote me on this. Clip it and ship it and quote it, right? MLM, anarchists. Self-proclaimed fascists. Self-proclaimed third position. These are all the same thing. Primitivists, Trotskyists, MLM, anarchists, fascists, they are all the same thing. It is all different flavors of the same thing. They are literally the same. They are all the same thing. They are all the same. And liberals? No. All of those people are just mentally deranged liberals. Liberals who lost their minds. Liberals are just drinking soy, okay? Liberals are just drinking soy, but the people I just mentioned are liberals drinking soy who are also smoking meth. So it's a liberal drinking soy, but then they smoke meth and they become these things. That's what's going on.